Family is the 2009 ABC breakout series that centers on a large extended family and the small immediate ones within it. Its sitcom structure and moments of hilarity pulled viewers in week after week for 11 years and made television history for its new and fresh take on the modern family unit. If nothing else, the show is consistent with its format and provides an excellent framework on how to hook watchers with new stories while also keeping the outline the same. On average, each episode contains about 24 episodes with a 22-minute runtime. Similar to most traditional sitcom structures, the episodes are self-contained, meaning viewers can expect a new storyline each week without needing to be informed of the previous episode's happenings. Our characters have the opportunity to begin with a clean slate, and who they were last week is irrelevant to the people they are at the moment. The episode structure is also similar to that of most sitcoms, with there being a teaser, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and a tag. In this way, Modern Family remains tried and true to its format, or more specifically to its roommate family sitcom format. In this genre, we get to see our characters pushed together and forced to interact due to their living situations. You could say that each family lives together by choice, but only in the case of the adults who choose to live with their spouses. The same cannot be said for the children who are forced to reside with their parents and siblings, regardless of if they like them or not. This dynamic plays into the interactions and relationships between characters, especially in the show's largest immediate family. Pictured here are the Dumfies, who stereotypically are the most traditional family in the whole show. Claire and Phil are the parents, and they have 3 younger children. However, Phil is more like a 4th child that Claire also has to monitor for the house to stay afloat. Another family consists of Mitchell Pritchett, Claire's younger brother, and his partner Cam. In the pilot episode, they adopt a Vietnamese baby named Lily, and their lives with her become their focus for the show. Mitch, like Claire, is more realistic and logical, with Cam being more extroverted and carefree. Lastly is the Pritchett family, consisting of Jay, Mitch and Claire's father, along with his new, much younger wife from Colombia named Gloria, and her son Manny. He holds the same logical attitude as his children and must relinquish some control with adjusting to his new family. As a family roommate sitcom, some genre goods the audience expects are heartwarming moments where the family reunites at the end, low-stakes situations where the problems can be laughed at, and characters who solve them in funny pairings. In this way, they constantly deliver with episodes about birthday parties gone wrong, stolen bicycles, etc., that the characters must encounter. The great part is that while most of these problems take place within the family unit, they are not solved at home. Oftentimes, the characters have to go outside of the house to resolve their issues and don't end up back at home until the end. You have to learn their lessons elsewhere so they can all come back home as a family. A sample model of this is in the episode Benched. The A story centers around Jay and Phil, who in his home constantly feels as if he's being undermined by Jay's authority. They take this problem outside of the house, and by the episode's end, Jay steps back and lets Phil call the shots. The episode then concludes at the Dumpy home with the family dinner. As a show in its genre, Modern Family also never neglects the relationships between the droppers and the dropped. The droppers can be seen here, but special attention is called to Jay, Mitch, and Claire, who are all part of a previously immediate family and do most of the dropping in the show. Their characters see the world more harshly and are less prone to participate in crazy behaviors by choice. They're more likely to be dragged down by one of the dropped characters. This includes Phil, whose blind spot is being unfazed by his childlike antics, Cam, who can't see how his big outgoing personality is not always called for in situations, and Gloria, whose culture is different and often misunderstood by the rest of the family. The dropper-to-drop ratio is so close in numbers that it keeps every episode fresh. If Claire does not want to drop Phil one week, she can drop Luke or Haley. However, as far as the A story goes, this dropper and drop relationship most commonly focuses on the spouses. It's no coincidence that the 3 main droppers come from a previously immediate family and marry those that they constantly drop. In sitcoms, a golden character key is for opposites to attract. There are often loud 2-character conflicts, and in Modern Family, it's between the various couples. Claire acts like an adult, Phil does not. Mitchell behaves more cautiously in front of others, Cam is an open book. Jay does not understand Gloria's culture or her generational perspectives, and she doesn't know why he's stuck in the past. For Jay's character specifically, we can see the attitude, desire, and flaw model that's evident in most sitcom characters. As the oldest member of the family, he thinks in a different way and tears down others to build himself up. He wants to be looked at with respect and believes this is the way to gain it. However, his constant lesson is that to love and cherish his family along with their differences is the only true way to acquire this. Modern Family has an overarching theme in each episode that the characters, especially our droppers, must learn. For example, in a storyline about parenthood and what it means, several of the parents weigh in, but new parent, Mitchell, must especially realize that it's a nuanced role. He gives a voiceover monologue, just like they do each week, to wrap up his findings, and the other parents come to better understand the topic too. More often than not, these lessons are not learned within the immediate family unit, but through the extended one so they can constantly interact. To learn only within the immediate family would be boring and predictable. We want to see characters like Manny give Claire advice about dealing with her kids, and Gloria help Alex feel more confident in her skin. There are usually big family events like a game tournament, holiday, or a party to reunite everyone at the end of each episode too. At the end of the day, the characters don't change. It doesn't matter how many times Mitch asks Cam to tone it down or Claire asks Phil to grow up, they can't help it. In its self contained episodic format, the characters can continue to learn each week and have enough time before the next to return to their antics. It's less concerned with the characters' personalities evolving and more with how the family changes over time. The portrayal of a mixed family from different cultural backgrounds and sexual orientations was also one of a kind and had never really been done before. To have these individuals be family and not just friends was even more substantial. Specifically, it was revolutionary for its portrayal of two gay characters on cable television. Emily Yar says it best that the most influential aspect of the series, however, was Mitch and Cam's relationship. The show featured their wedding episode the year after the Supreme Court struck down California's Proposition 8, the constitutional amendment that banned same-sex marriage. To see a gay couple on television doing the same things as their straight counterparts was revolutionary and gave way to a new televised portrayal of the modern family. Not to mention that the show was also able to keep its core cast members on board for 11 years and allowed viewers to watch them grow up without fully aging out of their characters. Danny Gillespie notes that for the kids in particular, the parent-child relationship was key to this development and kept us invested in characters like Luke from season 1 to season 11. Modern Family is consistent with its roommate sitcom structure and important to the history of television. It has and will continue to shape the format of scripted TV in the future.